Apologies
Hey,
for the
what'd you do to my
firearms, Your
client?
Honor.
So when I set it out,
Just making sure that this
put it
place
right
is
here,
safe and secure.
and so
Hello, Your
facing
Majesty.
here. Let me get out
Gonna
the way.
get
so you
tossed
can-
some Pike down, you. Have the lawyer's been given the report.
Perfect. And then if you go right
You
up
guys all
next
got
to
on
the
reports. Is
chair
anything
there,
you feel like you're missing?
you can get it right up next to that.
Well, let me verify.
binder up there.
Should be two
From this side,
reports.
from this side.
2 reports. No, so the first one we're gonna plea out of.
No,
Just
out
the
of
hunting
Talon.
rifle
He's
one.
trying to
we're-
put your
we're
mic down.
Contesting.
So you're contesting that he got arrested today, or
Yes,
the
sir,
like? What
not
are you
the
actually
warrant.
contesting?
We're not
Oh yeah,
gonna
so you
the
don't care about
warrant.
the warrant.
Trying to
No,
give me
Okay,
your
we
mic.
won't talk about the warrant today. We won't even talk about today's issue today. That makes my life easier. I don't even got to worry about the second bit. They're only fighting. They're only fighting.
There you go,
They're
sir.
only fighting the one they have no chance of winning. This is great.
All right, everyone has access to everything. Your report is done, and you are not going to cry to me. You didn't have time to prepare, Croc.
I woke up and got pulled into this. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna win anyway.
All right. Now to the lawyers.
I waived my right.
All right, to the lawyers. You're not going to bitch to me you didn't get a report and then all of a sudden go, oh, yeah, well, that's a Brady violation.
Oh, well, here's the thing, Your Honor. I want to.
Oh, here we fucking go.
And now, before we get started, we called a bench trial, and there was charges added after the bench trial was called, Your Honor. I want a motion for a mistrial on belief of that. I got a picture of the charges that were in place at the time we called for a bench, and now we have new charges added, Your Honor.
I'm not hiding the fact. May I rebut, Your Honor, or respond to that?
I have a question. Were the charges and everything finalized at the point of the bench trial being called?
Yes,
Your
they
Honor,
They
were.
stated were.
The prosecution said we are now ready
Listen-
for a bench trial. You have 5 minutes, and they were trying to rush us to prepare, and then they went back, took additional time, and added another charge because they realized they were wrong, Your Honor.
Now, what's your
Your Honor,
rebut,
if we
Croc?
we can just get the admittance that clearly they agree that we missed a charge on their client, which they now agree their client should have had in the response that they just admitted right there. Can we just get that on record that they admitted that we were wrong by missing a charge? Can we get that point on record that you agree that your client should have that charge? Did you just say
Merely
that?
I don't
irrelevant.
agree. I don't agree.
Well, the rebut to that, Your Honor, is
Hmm.
I was called down for an assistance to get a review of the final charges. We came down, gave them 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all we need to notice that an agricultural charge was missing. I was called for assistance. I was called to get things moving along. I came and gave the advice. They were requesting a bench trial before I came to come and help. I simply came and did the order that was requested, which was assisting the officers and making sure that their charges were correct and accurate at the time. Everything was done within 5 minutes. I gave them 5 minutes. We got the charges good in 5 minutes. We're good to go. No point was it ever instructed to them that the charges would not be changing. The charges would be final. I just said we're ready to go for a bench trial. That's it. I
It was
informed them
called, Your
multiple
Honor.
times.
It was called, Your Honor. We were there to
don't believe there's any
represent Mr. Sig.
All right, that's enough. So, while I appreciate the argument, counsel, there is no set procedure, nor is there any guidance or any legislation or anything in place currently to state that when officers are down there, they can't finalize up their report even after you have requested a bench trial and they have said, let's go to a bench trial. At this point, I'm going to deny the motion and we will proceed into bench.
All right, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I expand? Although I agree with your ruling, I just want to expand onto something.
Very briefly, because I do actually want to see why the fuck we're here today.
Me too, Your Honor. I just want to make it clear that I know that there is a culture of where some officers in past have increased or added charges simply for the premise that a bench trial is happening in retaliation. I want to make it clear, I fucking love bench trials. I love this shit. I would do it for a ticket. I just wanted to be clear that the charge was added simply because Miss Tilly here did her best, and I came down to the conclusion that the charge that she thought she couldn't push, she actually could. And I'm here to make that argument today. I just wanted to be clear. This isn't me adding charges because we're going to bench. I just came on duty and I accepted this.
Understood.
You know I had to try, Croc. You know I had to try, brother.
All
I
right.
respect it. It's
Before we get into openings, I just do want to clarify. Tom, it's 1-1. So let's get this bench trial going. Opening statements from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. Just double checking one quick fact.
Could I also just get the report number, please?
It's 3173, Your Honor.
I do have one more motion, Your Honor, if I could bring that forward. It is a long shot, but I'm going to ask the courts if you grant.
Are you gonna waste my time with your motion?
No. I want to hear your thoughts. I mean, we are here for one thing and one thing only. I just want to try to move forward with it.
All right. What's the motion, counsel?
I want to try the motion to suppress the recovered items, being that it was recovered by law enforcement, specifically the backpack, hunting rifle, mushrooms, and shovels. It was on the ground, and that the state cannot establish lawful possession, reliable identification, or an unbreaking chain of observation linking the defendant to the recovered property. This item was recovered after Mr. Siglow was in cuffs. There was a broken line of eyesight with many people that walk up and down these streets or the state park in this instance.
Counsel, before you continue, what charges are you contesting today?
All of them. I mean, this backpack was found on the ground, and
So your motion at this point is to drop the whole point of the drop the whole point of the bench trial. Because that is an argument you bring up to get your charges dropped.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
I understand what you're saying, but what you are arguing in a motion right now is what you are arguing against their burdens. That is why you requested bench, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good. Mr. Croc, you can proceed with your opening.
Your Honor, today we have a very simple case of a possession charge that the defense here today is going to do that. My radio's loud, one moment. Turn that off. My apologies, Your Honor. I should have done that previously.
Jordan's
Hope you can
crashing
forgive
out.
me.
Understood. Just
I
don't have
can't
it
get off
happen
the
again.
radio. Yeah, I've muted it. Your Honor, today is a simple case of possession that has turned into bigger charges. Sean Siglow was seen by not one, not two, but three different officers with a hunting rifle on his back. He then resisted arrest, ran from police, knowing that what he's doing was the wrong thing to be doing. He knew that he was inside of a state park where you yourself, Your Honor, know very well that hunting equipment, hunting items, agricultural items, and the lot are unacceptable to be in a state park for any cause, any reason, at any point in time. This is a plain view law being executed to a T. A hunting rifle was seen on the individual's back. Individual went into a bush, and all of a sudden, the hunting rifle was gone from the person's back. Not a very long discovery afterwards, after Sean Siglow was placed into custody, a hunting rifle was found in a bush. That hunting rifle is registered to Sean Siglow. That is Sean Siglow's hunting rifle. It is owned by him. That being said, if we want to make the argument, well, the defense is going to try and make an argument that we lost chain of custody. We couldn't see it. It didn't happen. Multiple people could go ahead and argue that there was a bush and that there was a hunting rifle in there. That is for the defense to make that argument, and that defense it's a word. It starts with a P. It's a preponderance claim. It's a preponderance argument. They need to provide the evidence, which you will find that today, Your Honor, they simply do not have. Our suspect was found with fungi, agricultural equipment, resisting arrest, and possession of hunting equipment in a state park, Your Honor. This will be a slam dunk case as the state is ready to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law for the harvesting of fungi in the state park, possession of hunting equipment in the state park, resisting arrest, and trying to lie in court today, which he inevitably will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Crow.
Your Honor.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Larry.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the state wants you to believe that my client was in possession of a hunting equipment inside a protected state park. But the evidence you will hear today tells a very different story. Quite very different. One defined not by certainty, but by broken visual contact, lost observation, and assumptions made in the gaps, Your Honor. You will hear the officers testify that they thought they saw a rifle on my client's back while he was swimming in a river, a deep river. But you will also hear that during the pursuit, officers lost sight of both my client and the alleged rifle multiple times. They broke visual contact in the water, on the shoreline, behind terrain, and again when the suspect moved into a brush or foliage or rock or however you want to say it. And when visual contact breaks, certainly breaks with it. When my client was finally no rifle was found on Mr. Siglow, no hunting equipment was found or recovered from his persons. No weapons was even in his hands. His or anywhere near him at the moment of the arrest, Your Honor. Instead, officers later returned to an area where they had previously lost sight of the suspect and the suppressed rifle. Only then, after the chase was over, after the arrest was made, after visual contact had been broken repeatedly, did they discover a backpack in a bush? A backpack that was never seen in my client's possession, never observed being placed there, and never tied to him through fingerprints and DNA or even forensic evidence. My client hasn't even been able to buy a rifle for months, Your Honor. He has been a convicted felon. There's no way this rifle is in his possession or in his name, furthermore. Instead, officers later returned. The state case relies entirely on assumption that the backpack belonged to my client. Assumptions are not evidence, Your Honor, and broken visual contact is not proof. The law requires knowing actual possession. It requires proof that my client had control over this. The state cannot provide that proof, Your Honor. They cannot say where the rifle came from, who placed it in the bush, or whether it was there long before officers arrived. They cannot bridge the gap between what they briefly thought they saw and what they can actually prove, Your Honor. And at the end of this case, you'll see my client is not guilty on these charges, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. All right. I will be providing each side one witness. If you need an additional witness, you can request it. But please note, bench trials aren't meant to be forever. We do try and keep them moving. So, right now I'm going to open it up to the state. If you have a witness you wish to bring up, they can come up. You're going to question them. We're going to do...
My bad, continue.
Yeah, we're going to question them. We're going to redirect. And only if absolutely necessary... sorry, I meant cross. And only if absolutely necessary, we'll do a redirect briefly.
Your Honor, can I point something out real quick? Mikey Fu was not present in the courtroom. He is the primary on this. Your Honor, I really would love to motion dismissal on this because I cannot bring my evidence forth like I need to be with him without him present.
Well, it sounds like that you should take your client to jail then and then appeal later.
He was there in the cells. He was there walking out the cells, Your Honor, and now all of a sudden he's disappeared.
That's why.
All right. That's enough. I understand your argument, counsel, but reading from this, while he might have been assigned primary, he was with Miss Winters, who is present, and with Mr. Smith, who was also present with him when they initially made contact with Mr. Siglow. So we have more than enough people present for you to still make the same argument to them.
Yes, Your Honor. I respect that.
All right. Go ahead. State your first witness coming up.
Your Honor, I call to the stand today, Ranger Kaboom!
Ka-ching.
Bing, bing. All right, Mr. Caboose. Come on up.
Yo,
Come on up.
Caboose, you idiot.
Larry, I'm feeling intimidated with this guy hovering over my shoulder. Get him out of here.
I decide you don't.
I would also
Sounds
just
really
like
horrible.
a moment of silence, especially for Tom Tom. It's currently 2-1.
Messy.
All right, proceed. You may swear in, bailiff.
Mr. Caboose.
Yes.
Just speak up
You
there,
swear
bailiff,
to tell
so
the
everyone
truth,
can hear you.
The whole. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help John Clare's hair?
I swear.
All right, he's
sworn
been
in,
sworn in. Go ahead.
What were you responding to in the state park?
I was responding to a call over the radio of an individual fleeing in camo and with a hiking bag on his back.
Any other items on his back?
That's
At
leading.
the time, it wasn't calmed
That's
over the radio
leading.
what he had. I came to the scene late.
Oh, Croc, you chose the wrong witness.
Are you aware of anything else he had on his back at any time during the chase?
No.
Were you looking for an item in the state park?
What's wrong, Glitch?
Yes, I was looking for a hunting rifle.
Why were you looking for a hunting rifle?
After he was arrested and searched, other officers said that he did not have a hunting rifle on him when they said they witnessed that he had one during the start of the chase.
What officer
Use
told
the
you that
mic.
they witnessed having a hunting rifle on Sean Siglow's back?
Tilly.
Tilly.
That's correct.
What did Tilly say to you directly?
She said that there was no hunting rifle on his persons.
This ranger's fucking at. He's fucking at.
And
Come on, Croc. You're better than
And-
that.
There's nothing else.
did Miss Tilly tell you? Did Miss Tilly tell you that there was a hunting rifle on his back?
Objection asked and
correct.
answered. You already said what Miss Tilly said. No need to reinterpret it.
I asked what did Tilly say to you? I'm asking, did Tilly say this? Different question.
Now we're
Okay,
leading, Your
objection
Honor.
leading. You just admitted to it.
No, not leading at all. And what objection is on the table? You're already, Your Honor.
All right, all right.
Well,
On,
he
on
didn't get
the
the answer he
objection,
wanted,
okay.
so-
On the objection of Austin answered, it is a different question. On the second objection of leading, it is a little bit leading, Mr. Croc. I'm gonna sustain on the leading.
It's a little. Okay.
I'm gonna have to sustain.
What instruction were you given that made you go on the hunt for a hunting rifle?
There we go.
So at the time of the arrest, officers realized that he didn't have a hunting rifle on him. At one point, I did see him on the lower part of the trail. It's like a little side trail just below the waterfall. That he did jump up onto a rock and go into a bush for a couple of seconds, and then he ran back out.
So you
So
watched Sean Siglow enter a bush. You maintained eyes of him going into a bush. correct?
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
I'm not sure how I'm testifying at all.
Ah,
He-
Croc, it's fine. It's fine. I'm overruled. He's not testifying in that. He's asking a question.
So as I was saying, so you witnessed Sean enter this bush, correct? That you're describing.
Yes.
Yes. And then you witnessed Sean exit that bush, correct?
Yes.
So you witnessed him enter and you witnessed him exit, yes?
Yes.
So you had
Definitely.
eyes on him the whole time, yes?
Yes.
What did you find in that bush?
I found a backpack with a couple of items. One of them was a hunting rifle inside, a shovel, 37 dead cap mushrooms, and a baggie with mushrooms already in it.
The same bush that Sean Siglow was in. That was
The
there.
sa- That's correct, the same bush.
Right. Now,
Never mind.
that
Croc is
being said,
cooking.
are there any other officers that witnessed a hunting rifle on Sean Siglow's back that you're
That's
aware
correct.
of? Who are
All-
those officers?
Oliver Smith and Fu, Mikey Fu.
And it's written in a report that they witnessed initially PC for the stop in the first place as they saw a hunting rifle on Sean Siglow's back.
That's correct.
So would I be right in saying, there, Caboose, that you responded to a call that someone had a hunting rifle on their
Now
back?
you object
You
to
see the
testifying.
suspect enter a bush in Exodus.
Object, you piece of
You
shit.
then search that
Object!
bush and you find
Compound!
a hunting rifle?
That's correct.
I've got the questions for now.
Thank you, Ranger. Counsel, your turn. Cross.
All right. By the time you recovered the backpack, the suspect was already detained, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, okay. The suspect was nowhere near the bush when you found the items, right?
wouldn't say he was nowhere near, but he was close.
So he was in custody and was unable to access the area at the time of recovery, though, correct?
Objection, leading.
It's a yes or no, Your Honor.
May I rebut, Your Honor?
Leading him towards a specific yes or no.
I'm gonna have to sustain on that specific one. Rephrase the question, counsel.
All right. Was he in custody and unable to access that area at the time you recovered this so said rifle?
Objection, relevance here.
It's very relevant. We found a
no,
rifle.
no,
and we
counsel.
need to-
I don't need arguments. Croc, it's relevant to the case. It's specific to the bush, the rifle, the arrest. That's why we're here today. So overruled.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Were you was there moments that you lost sight of him at all during this pursuit?
That time when he just entered the bush. That was
So-
the only time I really couldn't see him.
Okay. One second, Your Honor. So you really cannot say what happened in that area during those breaks and observations, though, correct?
Objection, speculation.
I mean, well, this is what he observed, Your Honor. I mean, I just want to see if he knew what happened.
May I rebut to that, Your Honor?
No need, counsel. I'm sustaining on the fact that you were asking him to speculate on the things he didn't see.
Okay. Did you see at any time Sean Siglow having a hunting rifle in his hands or
Objection,
anything like
asked
that?
and answered.
And I'm talking about his hands, not his back. His hands.
I'm overruling. It is a different question. While different very briefly or slightly, it is different.
Objection, relevance. I'm trying not to object too much, but we're not charging him for brandishing a firearm. What's the question here?
I mean,
Doesn't make it-
he
it's possession
obviously
charge.
put it on the ground, so he would have to literally put a backpack or firearm in his hand and put it on the ground.
Well, that's a backpack in his hands. You're asking for a firearm in his hands.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Alright,
you
alright.
question him on a firearm, not a backpack.
That's enough, counsel. I'm gonna overrule on that. It is relevant to this case, so please answer the question, Ranger.
No.
All right. 1 second. How long after Mr. Siglow was detained did you find this rifle? Or so said backpack?
Around a minute or two.
Around a minute or two?
Yeah.
Is anyone in this park can access this location though, right?
That's correct. I'd have to get out of the vehicle and go on foot.
All right. So was the rifle processed through evidence?
Objection. Never mind. Continue. Relevance. Well, what does this have to do with anything? Honestly, I don't get
The
point.
rifle was being claimed that this rifle is in Sean Sigelow's name. Like, if it was ran through evidence, we need to know the truth of this, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would like to make a small clarification here and an apology. Just so we save everyone time, the state is happy to withdraw something that they claimed in the opening, that the rifle was Sean Siglow's. This was a naming error that I got incorrect here. It's actually it's not registered in his name. The rifle does exist in evidence and it was found in the bush. The only difference here that the state got wrong was it is not registered to him. That is something we are happy to not go along with, just to save us all time here.
Your Honor,
Hmm.
so can we now claim this prosecutor to, I'm trying to think how to phrase. Never mind, I'll withdraw.
Larry, you're doing good up there.
Alright.
Proud of you.
Understood, Croc.
Yeah, good faith, wrong.
Go
got it wrong,
ahead,
my
Larry.
bad.
ask the
All
question
right,
again
so-
and
Was the rifle processed through evidence?
Objection. Witness isn't an expert. And out of scope. Sorry, objection scope. At no point was this witness asked about evidence and evidence processing.
All
In
right, yeah, I'll
addition
get that
to
on direct.
witness-
No
Yeah.
worries, Your Honor.
yeah. All right. Well, the next question, counsel.
So, all right, you recovered these items in a public location, though, right?
That's correct.
So, were you on the boat originally when he was being chased?
Objection scope. At no point did I ask him or did he.
All right, yeah,
mention
yeah, no
anything
further
about a
questions,
boat.
Your Honor. I'm going to bring him back up for direct.
All right. You can step down for now. You are marked for recall.
Thank you.
All right. State. That was your
Gotta get one
witness.
witness, no?
Unless there's a very extenuating circumstance in which you need a secondary witness. That would bring new things to
honestly-
light.
The only thing that I would do, which I guess if you care about, is I would quite literally just get Tilly to say, yeah, I saw him with a hunting rifle, and that's it.
I
do you
object,
care?
Your Honor. Like, this is one witness, bench trial, straightforward. If we can't get to the point, we need to move forward with it, Your Honor.
I'm
I don't wanna
happy to go
open up too
without.
much.
As long as you recognize the PD's statements, I don't need to go over old information.
I'm looking at. I have the report, Mr. Croc, and I do
Okay?
go through statements in any case I do. So you don't have to worry
And I'll
about
make
that.
it quick, and we're good to go.
All right. Any evidence you wish to highlight before I hand over the floor to opposing counsel?
The only evidence we would like to highlight. One moment, you're.
And I'll
like
just
to highlight-
clarify before you start, Croc. Don't
Yes.
explain it. Don't go on a tangent. Just tell me which evidence bits you want me to look at.
The problem is, if I tell you it, I have no choice to explain it because it means nothing otherwise. You won't understand. It's the picture with the X on it. If I don't explain what the X is, you're gonna have a hard time understanding what that's there for.
We should have did that in direct examination, Your Honor. I'm gonna be honest. We should have brought that up forth. It isn't evidence. It could be brought up.
Well, I mean, it's simply where we found the gun.
You also have a closing statement to do so, Croc, so don't worry about it.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, other than just the evidence we have, I mean, yeah, just the pictures. Look at the pictures and the statements, Your Honor. Just read the report.
Understood. All right. Defense counsel, your witness.
I'm gonna call Caboose back up, honestly.
Is this
Caboose.
his one and only witness?
It is his one and only witness he's going to get.
Oh boy, this shot. Interesting.
Back.
Make sure you're using the mic.
All right, counsel, go ahead. Witness is yours.
Give me one moment.
Is this mic working?
Go get him, Larry.
All right, Your Honor. I'm going to kind of touch on a little bit what Croc had already touched on, but I'm going to kind of expand on that. I've kind of already asked these, but it's my direct. I'm going to kind of open it up for me. All right. So, can you explain to the courts about where you were when the pursuit started?
So I was up on the hills south of the river, staying mobile in my cruiser.
All right. Did you observe anything in the water that officers were mobile also?
A boat?
Yeah, yeah. Any officers on a boat in the river?
Yeah, there was
Yes,
3
sir.
officers on a boat.
Can you explain the distance from the boat to Siglow?
Objection, speculation. He's not on the boat. He's on the hills. He's watching from a far distance. There's no way this person is going to have super eyesight to be able to see the exact millimeter distance that he was from the boat.
No,
to
just
to
an
show
approximate.
Siglow.
I mean, was it far, short, or long? Like,
All right, there's
mean,
an
you know-
objection there's an objection, which is the
Okay.
objection is to speculation. I would recommend rephrasing your question a little bit, counsel. You are asking him to speculate on something, so it's
Okay,
going to be
all right.
sustained for this one.
so Let me see. Where were the officers at the time the pursuit happened that were on the boat?
In the river?
Whereabouts on the river?
Objection, speculation again. Our client was not, our officer here, Ranger, sorry, wasn't on the boat.
Can I
Said-
rebuttal, Your
May I
Honor?
rebut, Your Honor?
You don't need to. I'm gonna overrule on that. You were asking him as to his account to what he saw. If he didn't see what, he's gonna explain what he said. That is the question. I understand what you're asking him. So it's
Well,
overruled.
I'm trying to lay down the
You
distance.
don't have to explain. I
Okay,
overruled the
okay.
objection. He can answer the question.
All right. Let's see.
Answer the question.
Can you
Yeah, yeah,
repeat
yeah.
the question?
Yeah. I mean, about whereabouts on the river would you say the officers were from Siglow from your observation?
They were close, I guess. Like, yeah. I mean, they were swimming after him, so.
All right. So at any time, could they have broke contact with that individual?
Possibly.
Objection, speculation. Sorry, I tried to talk there, but couldn't. Possibly could have, maybe broke contact. That's speculation, Your Honor.
I'm gonna have to sustain on that, counsel.
All right. So was it told to you at any time by your fellow officers was line of sight broken?
I don't recall.
Have you read the report, Ranger?
Objection, relevance.
The relevance is plainly stated in the report.
All right. I'm gonna overrule. The report is wholly relevant. Go ahead.
How do we get to that conclusion? The report's relevant.
I mean, Croc, I could make it irrelevant and then rule based on that.
No, the report's relevant, but whether he's read the report is irrelevant.
There's testimony in there, Your Honor.
Gentlemen,
Well,
that
then that
was
should
a,
be for the judge to decide.
that was a
No, I'm
joke.
asking about the witness.
Okay,
Okay,
all
yeah.
right. That was a little bit of a joke. I was trying to act on Croc's PTSD of judges ignoring reports. Go ahead.
Toxic up there playing with my life. He joking. He making jokes. Oh, sorry.
All right, Ranger, did you read the report at any time?
Yes, I read my statement.
So you see it plainly recollects that sight was broken?
I mean, I
There's
only,
an
I only.
objection. I'm trying to think of what it
Jones,
is.
thank you for the follow.
I want to say the word fact, not an evidence, because the evidence that we have here is the testimony of him saying that he read his section of the report.
I'm talking about report.
He
General.
hasn't, and he's questioning, did you see where it says other parts when the client on the stand just said he hasn't read those bits? I don't think that's the right objection, Your Honor, but I think you know what I'm trying to get at here. There's an objection. to
I
it.
know what you're getting at, but I can't in good faith grant your
Help me, I
objection.
understand.
Yes, so it's overruled for now. Answer the question, Ranger.
I mean, yeah, I read my statement. That was it.
All right, Your Honor. He's getting answers from objections at this point. All right.
That's a crazy thing to say.
I mean, a while ago he didn't recall, and he said he read the report. I'm not going to go back and forth with it, but however, so you cannot say how long this is back at all, right?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, counsel, you're gonna have to repeat that question.
Are you able to determine how long this backpack has been in this bush?
Three, 4 minutes?
How did you come to that conclusion?
Well, by the
Contradicts your
time he came out of that
statements.
bush and went back east up the river, he was then arrested.
Your
Okay.
Honor, may I make a motion?
I've got an idea of what your motion's gonna be, but go ahead.
Yeah, can I motion to strike the witness's credibility? He previously stated on Croc's Direct that he picked up the item after 1 to 2 minutes. Now he's saying 3 to 4. I think there's
That
a
was-
direct issue
Well,
with his
but-
credibility at this point.
Your Honor, if we're gonna throw away an entire witness's credibility over a 60-second
means
difference,
mistrial.
then I hope we're gonna hold that standard to every single suspect, witness, victim for the future of this case. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it doesn't make a world of difference here. It doesn't change anything.
You asked
Ah,
me two
Cli-
different questions anyway.
Yeah, it
Gentlemen,
could be confusing.
that's
Said
enough.
after the arrest.
Ranger,
it was
that's
2
enough.
minutes.
All right. So, I have heard both statements, both questions, similar questions, different answer. I'm not gonna strike the witness, but I am gonna take it into account the difference between what he said then and what he is saying now. I'm not striking the witness. The motion is denied, but appropriate weight will be applied to the two differing statements.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, go ahead, counsel.
All right, so I'm gonna hammer on this a little bit longer. You cannot say whether this was placed there hours, days, minutes, or even seconds.
Objection,
time you
badgering
found
the
this.
witness and asked and answered. He just
Oh,
said,
that's
I'm
a
going to
different
hammer on this
question.
some more.
I
And
mean,
it's
no,
now
I don't mean
badgering.
badgering. I'm not badgering him. I'm just passionate, Your Honor.
All right. At this point, it's not badgering. It can get there very easily, Mr. Larry. Be careful. So I'm gonna overrule for now. He can answer the question.
You want me to restate it?
Please.
All right. So you cannot say whether it was placed there hours or even days, seconds, or minutes before Mr. Siglow entered this bush, correctly? Correct?
That's correct. So I'm not awake 24/7 to look at the bush, so
All right. So you collected this evidence out of the bush, correct?
it was in the bush.
Well, in the bush, out of the bush, near the bush, you collected it, correctly? Correct?
That's correct.
All right. So you went through the bush the same route you're saying Siglow did, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So was this rifle taken and put in evidence?
That's correct.
All right. Was DNA and fingerprints taken off this rifle?
No.
All right. So moving forward, I mean, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. All right.
Proud of you,
Cross.
Larry.
Go ahead, Croc.
Do we have the ability to take fingerprints and DNA off of items?
No.
No. So we don't have the tools to do that, frankly, plain up simple. It's just impossible for us to do that. Correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So Sean Siglow is confirmed by the Rangers to have had a hunting rifle, correct?
Correct.
It was then discovered that Sean Siglow had suddenly no longer had a hunting rifle, correct?
That's correct.
You then were looking for the now missing hunting rifle and followed his path and found the rifle in the bush you witnessed him go into, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
Can I redirect a couple questions, Your Honor?
I'm
I think we're
very.
done, Your Honor.
Oh, you okay?
It's one witness, Croc. I did say that I would allow redirect, but only if absolutely necessary. Counsel, is this absolutely necessary for you?
It's a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's absolutely.
All right.
Positively.
Go ahead.
All right. So, what were the items that were found in this said backpack?
A shovel, hunting rifle, 37 deck cap mushrooms, and a baggie with mushrooms in it.
All right. So, a shovel was found, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. I actually forgot to talk about that. God, he asked.
So Was a shovel or anything other than anything else found on the persons of Mr. Siglow?
Objection, relevance.
On what grounds, counsel?
He's not being charged with having no
He's
items
guessed-
on him. We're here to discuss the charges. It's not like I'm not sure what we're trying to find here, right? We're discussing a hunting rifle, fungi, and agricultural equipment, which so far the ranger has confirmed on all 3 counts. I don't know what we're looking. We're going to discuss what he didn't have on him now. But what items did he not have?
No, I'm asking it. Was it there or was it not?
What's it?
The shovel.
All right. I'm going to overrule. I want the answer to this question. So go ahead.
Can you repeat it, please?
Was a shovel found on the person of Siglow upon arrest?
I did not search Siglow.
Okay. So none of the claimed items that are in evidence at this moment was on the person or in his possession, correct?
Objection. I'm trying to think of the word exactly what it is, but it's who is whispering? Who's doing that? Who wants to be the main character? Who's doing that?
That's
who
crazy,
wants
bro.
who wants everyone's attention? You've got it. Go and speak up. You wanted it. Who is it? Oh, no, don't fucking wisp and then go quiet when the whole room's looking at you.
All right, whoever's doing that, if you do that again, I will hold you in contempt and I'll throw you in fucking jail.
Yeah, keep it down. We're trying to watch the court case.
Can we proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
I forgot that actually distracted me. I don't remember the question. I withdraw the objection.
The question on the floor is: did you find a shovel on Mr. Siglow's person?
I think the objection I have here is something of a late person, testimony of a witness of a late person or something like that. He, this person quite literally said he did not search Sean Siglow. It's impossible for him to know what he did. It did not have on him, as he's not the one who searched him.
All right.
All right. So who is the person that searched Sean Siglow?
Oh, was it sustained? Was it overruled?
No, I'm gonna withdraw. I'm sorry, Kurt. I'm gonna withdraw the question. We good to move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So who was the person that searched Mr. Siglow? Do you recall?
Mikey Fu.
Tilly.
Oh, Tilly. Oh, fuck.
Okay. So your belief that this backpack belonged to the suspect is all based on assumption, correct?
What is this leading and badgering, Your Honor? This is like the third
It's
time
yes
we've
or
gone down
no.
this path. Objection.
All right.
Okay, let me rephrase it. I'm sorry.
I'm before that. I'm going to sustain counsel. That was quite a leading question.
All right. So can I try to rephrase it? And if it's the same
Yes,
way, I'll withdraw.
you can
Okay.
rephrase the
So
question.
your belief that the backpack belonged to the suspect is solely based on assumption, not observation, correct?
So again, it's
Objection.
leading.
It's leading and speculation again.
I'm gonna have to agree, counsel. That's still leading him to an answer.
Okay. Was anybody else checked in the area?
What was
near
your
this bush or on the park before you arrived?
Objection scope. At no point in time did the defense
my
have a question
direct.
of multiple. I know it's your direct, but you didn't talk about the scope
No,
of the initial.
okay, let me clarify. It is redirect, which means you are
Okay.
within the scope of what it was asked in the cross.
Okay. Yeah, no further questions, Your Honor. We're good.
All right, Ranger,
I
you
don't
can step
wanna
down.
lead us on here.
Thank you.
I'm good.
All right. Do you need a brief reprieve for closing, or we get to go, Croc?
I'm ready to go to closing straight away, Your Honor.
Defense, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Croc, the floor's yours.
Oh, it's fine. Talk to me after.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Give me like 5 minutes, please. I'm sorry.
What,
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Do you need 5
5
minutes, or would you
Yes.
be happy with them doing a closing and then you doing yours? Because that It's the general
Perfect.
flow.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes,
Well,
that's
Croc,
fine.
go ahead.
Your Honor, today the case has gone over multiple charges that we're pressing today. The possession of agricultural equipment, possession of fungi, possession of hunting equipment, and the attempted obstruction of justice by placing a hunting rifle with the fungi in a backpack in a bush that an officer has seen. Your Honor, the defense made a critical vulnerability here in their attack to defend their suspect today, their client, is that they didn't bring any defense whatsoever. They never denied the claims that was made against them by the prosecution. They never brought their own client to explain his side of the event. The whole argument that is based on this evidence that they have provided today is maybe the officer's testimony and vision isn't as good as they say it is. There's been no objection, no clarification, no defense to anything the state is saying. Only, yeah, but it could be possible that he didn't see it, and that there's a 1 to 2 minute discrepancy between arresting the fella and finding the gun that he put in the bush, which officers saw him possibly do. What a blunder from the defense today, may I say, Your Honor. This is very simple. In the statements in the report, which the defense had multiple opportunities to call either Tilly or their client up as a defense to attack this agenda, this perception, this described articulated defense, is that officers saw him with a firearm on his back. He was then seen entering a bush, which has not been contested, by the way, by the defense. He was then seen exiting the bush, and then when he was arrested and placed in the cuffs, the same hunting rifle that initially led to the initial detainment and arrest in the first place was now missing. Following simple steps in a land that's full of bushes, green shrubbery, mushrooms even, trees, bushes, the whole lot, officers were able to quickly find the rifle because they watched him go into the bush. Your Honor, if they didn't see it happen, then why on earth were they able to find a needle in a haystack?
Hold on, I'm writing a closing, bro.
A literal needle in a haystack was found within minutes because they saw him go into the bush. Officers had probable cause to stop him because they saw the hunting rifle. He then runs away from the police. That's the resisting arrest and possession of hunting equipment. He then goes into a bush, witnessed by Officer Caboose. He is then witnessed exiting the bush a short moment later and is placed in handcuffs not too far away from the stream, not too far away from the bush. There's your resisting arrest again. The weapon is then found in the bush. There's a misdemeanor obstruction of justice because he tried destroying the evidence. He also has a shovel and the fungi on it. You have the shovel, the fungi, the weapon, the destruction of evidence or the attempted destruction of evidence, and then the resisting arrest, Your Honor. All charges have been talked to by the officer who witnessed the whole events unfold in front of you today. Your Honor, I want you to think about this. If Sean Siglow didn't do it, why did his defense not bring any counterclaim, any argument, or even allow Sean Siglow to bring a different side to the story? The only story that was brought here today was from the states. And the only argument against the state is, maybe you saw it wrong. Your Honor, we saw nothing wrong. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow.
Thank you, Croc. All right, Larry, the floor is yours.
Is anyone taking notes?
All right.
Get him, Larry.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing all this testimony, after reviewing every piece of evidence, and after watching the state try to connect dots that simply are not there, one thing is clear. The prosecution has not proven possession of hunting equipment or even mentioned anything about farming or growing materials beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, let's start with this rifle, right? The officer testifies that they believe they saw a rifle on the suspect's back while he was swimming, but belief is not proof. Observation is not possession. And even that observation fell apart moments the officers broke visual contact. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly, Your Honor. They lost sight of the suspect in the water, behind the terrain, in the brush, and again when he moved along the riverbank. When visual contact breaks, certainly breaks with it. Let's concentrate on that. When the suspect was finally detained, what'd they find on him? Nothing. No rifle, no backpack, no hunting equipment, no farming or growing materials, nothing illegal on this person. Instead, the state asks you to assume that a backpack found later in a bush in an area that was not secured somehow, assumption, believe, belonged to the suspect, Your Honor. But no officer saw him carrying a backpack. No officer saw him place anything in that bush. No officer saw him discard a rifle. And no forensics evidence, no fingerprints or DNA or anything. No ownership marks links back to Siglow or ties him to the bag, period. And remember, Deputy Timmon himself admitted there was. Hold on 1 second. Now let's talk about the farming and growing allegations. The state wants you to believe that the suspect was cultivating illegal mushrooms in a state park. But again, what evidence ties him to the mushrooms found in the bag? None. No witnesses saw him grow anything. No witnesses saw him harvesting anything. No witnesses saw him with any farming equipment, period. The only connection the state offers is that mushrooms were found in a backpack that was not in his possession, never seen in his hands. I mean, the law requires knowing possessions. Let's highlight that. Knowing possessions. Not speculation, not assumption, not guesses. The state must prove that the suspect knowingly possessed the rifle and
I know
the
what you mean,
farming
Glitch.
materials.
I know what you
I mean,
mean.
they must prove he had control over them from the beginning. These officers seen him from a distance in the water. And then all of a sudden, poof, it disappears. Come on, Your Honor. They must prove he placed them in the bushes.
For that
I mean, yeah, we
argument to
have an
work in this
officer here saying
specific
he's
case,
seen this,
he
he's
should have
seen that,
argued
but
that his
these-
client was just up
this
there
is the
and
same
had a
officer
rifle
that he
for
don't even know what's on the
self-defense,
report.
right?
They must prove he was growing anything in that park, if you want to be clear. They do not, and they have not done that. They cannot do that. And they have not even came close to that. I mean, what they have shown is a chaotic chase, broken visual contact, inconsistent observations from many officers, and a backpack found in a public area after the suspect was already detained. This is not proof. That is doubt. And doubt means not guilty, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, the state has failed to meet its burdens on this case, and the evidence does not support possession. The evidence does not support farming or even growing. The evidence does not support guilt, Your Honor. And with the evidence fails, the verdict must follow not guilty, Your Honor, and I stand with it 10 toes down.
Oh,
All right.
mention toes.
That's my law.
Thank you, counsel.
He likes feet.
I will have them look into your butt for your potential foot fetish on toes or whatnot.
Wow.
But I
Oh,
appreciate the
yeah.
closing. I will be calling court into recess for about 5 to 10 minutes while I go over everything, all the statements made here, and then I'll be out with the ruling. Please make sure the furry in the back behaves.
What?
I'm on it, Your Honor.
What did I do?
Shut the hell up, furry.
I don't walk all the way to the back. It's not necessary. Oh, fucking hell.
No, stop it.
And I've had
That's
the
illegal.
mayor probably texting me non-stop. Because he said he was gonna...
I'm a weirdo.
Give her the eyes,
I'm
Sig.
glad
Give
you
her the
came in
eyes.
it,
Show her what
Oliver.
you about, brother.
Yeah, stop being happy. There's a lawful order.
He doesn't even brush his teeth with water.
Almost made it.
Fucking idiot. What do we think, chat? I was gonna make a comment about it. Don't think I don't see it. Of course I see them.
Really?
Who was that?
It's me, Tilly.
Who?
Siglow.
Hey, Siglow. Oh my god. Keep going. Come on.
Come on, you like this?
That's
Oh.
Siglow.
Sig.
Sage, can you hear me?
Oh. I would definitely date that guy.
Hey, Sage, can I get a hill?
Wow.
Opinions, opinions. Sapphire. Honestly, I love Siglo as well. He's a great dude.
Mesozoic with it.
Possession charges are very hard to find. They are fighting on the grounds that this backpack found could have been in that bush forever. The weapon doesn't belong to Siglo. None of the items belongs to them. But what fucks them is the officer that came up there today said he witnessed Sean run into the bush,
Yeah?
stop in the bush, exit the bush. Officers within 1 or 2 minutes
You're huge.
went into the bush, found the backpack.
Yeah.
No one, and what would have helped them is if I heard there were multiple people. there were multiple people. So what would have strengthened the argument was, oh, there was a lot of people. Anyone could have dropped the backpack. They don't have proof it's Siglow's backpack.
No.
But they didn't have that. They didn't have that element of doubt. That's the only thing that would have put doubt into my head, is that someone else possibly could have put that backpack there. So they have an officer that saw him with a rifle. They have another officer that saw him run into the bush, run out of the bush, no longer had the rifle. Well, Mr. Bush, they can't lie. That's the thing. If they do lie, and it's found they did this simply to get an arrest, so if they are lying bad faith, right? If they are being... If the cops do that and they are caught, they can be... Essentially, they can be banned for doing that. Cops may not lie. That's why we put weight on their statement. They cannot lie. If it's found they are fucking lying... No, that's what I'm explaining, right? I'm not arguing, I'm explaining. Because everyone's like, why put so much faith in the cops and what they say? Why? It's because we've been told to an extent that the cops are not allowed to do this. And it's a rule. It's a rule break for them to do it. So I'm clarifying things because apparently no one in the DOJ fucking likes to clarify things to the people that watch, the people that see this. They may not lie. Because it's, in essence, it's power gaming to do so. Because we've been told we must put certain levels of weight on statements. So...
What's going on out there?
Right, let me write up this ruling quick. And then we can get going.
I know that, but... That sucks. I want to hear the verdict.
You didn't... Well, you heard right, but I got it because of stupid bullshit. I'm not actually Chief Justice. I'm gonna fucking kill someone. I'm gonna lose it. Fuck off. No, I explain these things because there's always a lot of misconceptions, Mr. Bush, and I don't like misconceptions.
Larry Lewis. I'm in the courtroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Siglow's liked it.
I tried to call you.
Yeah, I'm busy with the ruling, and then people are calling me.
Well, look at your courtroom. That's why I was calling you.
Alright, so, for interest's sake, he is getting guilty on all charges now, with an additional contempt, and I'll inform them.
So I wanted to know, like, what would you have ruled on if he didn't do that bullshit?
So I'll explain to them now. It's gonna be principal contempt 5,000 with 60 months. Oliver, you can add that to Siglow. He's guilty on all charges.
Could we also put out a warrant for Mr. Jerry Freeman?
An arrest warrant.
Because he was obviously out for to help him, assist him to escape.
Well, Oliver, arrest warrants are completely under the purview of the police.
Okay.
All you need is a higher up to approve it, and you get to go.
Or contempt of court.
Yeah, you can. I didn't see it, so I can't issue contempt.
Okay.
I didn't physically witness it, so I can't issue him contempt.
What was the outcome? Did we win?
Yeah, it's guilty on all charges with contempt.
Judges are dumber than you.
Yeah, right. Well, I want to hear the verdict again. I want you to read it to me.
No. Well, there's no verdict. It's guilty because he fled.
Oh.
And then the contempt charge is going to be principal contempt $5,000 with 60 months up in prison.
What would have you found him if he hadn't ran? I want to know.
Is everyone really curious about the ruling?
Yes.
I am curious. Yes.
Do you want me to do the full ruling I would have done, or just tell you what I would have said
please.
onto the charges?
I want the full ruling. I want the full ruling that you would have done.
What are you?
All right.
I want to watch this case. What's going on?
Let me get your
I'm
mic
standing
back.
right.
No, you don't have to put the mic. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's have a civil conversation.
All right.
I don't know what's going on here. I came to congratulate him on catching him.
What it would have been, gentlemen. So after reviewing officer statements, the report, submitted evidence, I would have found the evidence to be consistent regarding events leading to Mr. Siglow's arrest. Multiple officers observed the defendant carrying a hunting rifle within the state park before he fled from a lawful command to stop. During the pursuit, the defendant was seen by an officer running into a bush with the rifle before emerging without the rifle. Officers immediately searched the bush and recovered a backpack containing the hunting rifle, wild mushrooms, and other related items.
Object.
The sequence of events sufficiently connects the recovered property to the defendant and supports the remaining charges. The court also considered the charge of farming growing in the state park. While the recovered backpack contained mushrooms and a shovel, the evidence does not establish that the defendant cultivated, planted, maintained, harvested, processed, or otherwise operated an agricultural activity within the state park. No testimonial evidence placed the defendant at a grow site or engaging in conduct that satisfies the requirements and elements for that offense. So, in essence, it would have...
guilty on that one.
Yeah, he would have been found not guilty on growing, but guilty on all other charges.
Yeah, I did completely forget to argue the growing part, so I don't
Yes.
disagree with that at all. I was even saying to myself, I didn't argue it. He's going to go not guilty.
But now, because Mr. Siglow, because you ran, and I take my court very seriously.
Yeah,
It's
you-
an
you sound
additional.
like you drunk right now. You don't take
It's an
nothing serious.
additional 60 months up in Bolingbroke with a
60
$5,000 fine.
60 months, he's not.
Oh,
Either
so
you're
he's
gonna
still
lose
only
your
getting
job or
60
you're gonna get your
months.
head blown off. 'Cause
Or is that
everybody you
is that
judges
beyond the
That's
60
a-
month
don't know
cap?
how to
The-
do your job.
Officer, that's a criminal threat
You
in
dumber-
this
you dumber
courtroom.
than these cops down here.
Caboose,
All right,
you run all
Siglow,
this
all right,
down.
Siglow.
Cops like his face.
All right.
Yo,
Guy's
shit.
stupid.
Get out of here.
Get him to the cells. Let's move along.
Next
Not
time,
a red dickhead.
Scumbag.
Which way we heading, buddy?
stay out of our state parks with your rifles, Siglow.
Screw you. Stay out of this
Let's
city.
rest this